I need to be talked off of the ledge. Everyone knows by now I'm a huge Steelers fan. Like, that's my team. I'm riding with my team, all the things. I also am nitpicky, and I will pick and prod and all the things.
I guess today I'll be moonlighting as a therapist, but when I'm not in therapy mode, I'm a retired 9-year NFL veteran. Spent 4 years with the Pittsburgh Steelers from 2014 through 2017, the Killer Bee era. And yeah, man, had a ton of fun. Obviously, man, throughout my time here, won a lot of games, man, got close to a championship, AFC championship. But as a whole, man, still love everything black and gold. And like I said, man, around the clock doing content on it, and that's shown through YouTube and everywhere else. So yeah, excited to be here with you though. So let's do this. Let's go.
Do it.
Appreciate you again taking some time to jump on the channel, and appreciate the opportunity for letting me jump on your channel as well.
Absolutely.
Like I said, we will do this again in the future, but
You know what I was just laughing at? Whenever you were like our first time having a conversation, you're like, yeah, I guess I'll be a therapist.
Of all the things, and it's like the irony. If you just knew a little bit. Yep.
I guess I'm moonlighting as a therapist today. I'm like, literally the first time we've ever collaborated, you're saying you're gonna be a therapist. Okay, you know what? That kind of just makes sense. That kind of makes sense.
Shout out to doctors out here. Okay, it's a lot of doctors in this world. It's a lot of smart people in this world that understand, how to be therapeutic at times. Okay, so for the real ones out here in this world, shout out to y'all. Okay, not everybody's a doctor. All right, but for the doctors out here,
don't making the world better. Get me started. Do not even get me started. Okay, chat. Welcome everybody in. All right, we are an hour earlier. All right. The morning is not where I shine. So I need to apologize ahead of time because I don't know what the hell I'm going to say, that's kind of normal, but now it's different. It's a little earlier. And yeah, so I am pushing through. I am a warrior. I am all the things. So welcome everybody in. Yes, we're a little bit earlier. I actually woke up this morning and I was like, wait, yeah, okay, I'm right. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. So how are you? How are you feeling? How was life? What's going on with you?
Listen, we won. Whenever we win, it's always going to be a great week, okay? And then to add it, like, personally, it's like, yo, you mean to tell me the old squad won too versus the division opponent? And throw it in there also. Selfish plug. My little lady, my daughter, she had a basketball game and she won. I had 3 dubs this weekend.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I'm just carrying it over. And then I got Christmas coming up. I went out, did the Christmas lights last night, just driving around, doing the family thing. So yeah, man, we can't complain about anything right now. We're all good. Did you know, just in case you couldn't remember, 192 regular season wins, but 200 career wins in the National Football League for my favorite coach, Coach Mike Tomlin, the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Only did it 19 seasons. So yeah, I'm on one. It feels great. I'm still tired too, because I'm with you. It is a little earlier, but yeah, those things just kind of like, ooh, 200 wins. I can say that every day, and it's not opinion based. It's not. Do you feel like it's 200 wins? It's not. Well, I don't care about those two. No. It's like it's 200. How many playoffs? He got 8 playoff wins and the Super Bowl championship. It's like, oh, no, it's just like, ooh, I just like it. I just like it a lot. So forgive me. That's my energy right now.
No, I think you should keep saying it because you know what? I always say Coach Tomlin is everybody's favorite coach's favorite coach because he is like he's like the guy, and I get that like some people like don't like him and whatever. That's cool. Like that's your own problem. But it's just amazing to see how many other people like him that we don't often talk about. So like shout out to Coach Tomlin, all of those wins. Every chance I get that we're on anything, I always try to clip something of you saying that so that it's in every single
look, I just figured we get it at the beginning. I was like, we sometimes I make you work for it. You got to wait, 20, 30 minutes. Got to go find it. TaNeisha, I'm trying first 5 minutes. Here you go. All right. First 5 minutes. I make it simple for all of us. It's Christmas time. Okay. So make sure we keep it easy. All right. But shout out to Coach T, man. He's been giving us a lot of gifts, man. He's been giving us a lot of.
So since we're here, let me get my first. So, okay, chat, I have so many things up on the screen today. I don't even know if I'll get to all of them. We'll see. Some of them I will 100% get to. The first one, though. So last show we had, you mentioned how many wins Coach Tomlin had. And I was like, how many wins were you a part of? So I have spent the time and I have decided to do a little bit of research because, why not? And so this is what Google told me. It's on the screen. So it said, now, and I need you to verify if you believe this is true. Accurate. Okay.
all right.
So it says that you participated in 41 regular season wins with Coach Tomlin. Is this accurate? Are these records accurate? Do you remember?
So these are all regular season. So yes, this is very accurate. 11-5, won the division last game of the year versus the Bengals. We lost in the playoffs. That was my first playoff loss versus the Ratbirds. That was our third time playing them that year. We ended up signing. It was the running back. Oh my goodness, was it Ben? Oh my God, I wish I remember his name. It's not Ben Tate, but he was literally like one of the big free agent running backs. Man, we ended up signing him the week of the game, played on Saturday, ended up losing. 2015, that was the first year that we actually lost the division when I got here. That was when Cincinnati won it. L. Bell gets hurt that year, but we end up beating Cincinnati in Cincinnati. This is the whole Burfict, AB, everybody go crazy, Jerry Porter situation.
Okay.
Yep. Then we go lose to Denver in the division round, the fake Peyton Manning, sack, not sack, and then end up winning the Super Bowl. So now I'm 1-2 in the postseason. 2016, for sure, 11-5, man, got back to winning the division. In fact, this was we won the division kind of handily that year. It felt pretty daggone good, man, if I remember correctly. But the issue was we had to take the road route, man. So hosted versus the Dolphins, beat them, went on the road, Kansas City postseason, beat them. That's the Boz. We won all field goals. Tyreek Hill shut him down, all that. Vince bombing. Yeah. In fact, we had to play the game. I think we left a day earlier. They changed the game date because of the weather. It was supposed to be a snowstorm. Then that was the year we lost AFC Championship versus the New England Patriots, who also went on to win the Super Bowl 28-3, coming back versus the Falcons, right? Then 2017, for sure, that was when we were on our. It has to come through Pittsburgh. We will be hosting. We were 13-3. That's the Jesse James catch, no catch. This is Ryan Shazier getting hurt. This is all of that. So then we end up getting the 2 seed. We get the first round bye, but we ultimately end up getting beat by the Jaguars, who we know push the Patriots to the limit. Some people feel like they beat them. I digress. But then obviously Patriots went and won another Super Bowl. So that was those. But yeah, man, those are all very accurate, man. I do remember all of those, man. This was a lot of fun looking at those. But yeah, that was my pride, because I was like, yeah, we double digit guys. Yeah,
I love that. Yeah,
in the
that's what I noticed too.
Three out of those 4 years, it's like, yo, that hat T-shirt is here. It's like, yo, here, kids, Christmas gifts. Here we go, because we played on Christmas twice. Played on this is also the second Christmas one was when Vince Williams lays in the end zone with my goodness, from Texans.
And laid on receiver.
Him. Yeah, laid him in the end zone, man. Don't draw a blank on my man. DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah, that's what I was like. Yo, who is it? Yeah, but say so. Yeah, we had see, Colts Thanksgiving, Lions Thanksgiving. Yeah, Ravens, and like I said, Texas for Christmas. So a lot of fun, man. A lot of good memories right there. But absolutely. But so that's why I talk like how I talk a little bit of but that's what you said like that. It's like, listen, we know what that was, man.
We know that you're amazing. It's not us that you gotta like. We know that you are. No, we know that you are you, and you are amazing, and you're all great things, and all of these things. So I just need to do a little quick Google search, because 41 out of the 192, I have no idea what that equates to math terms. I think it's about
more than
20%. I think it's about 20%. Is that about 20%?
I'm not a math guy. As long as it was more than 0, I'm happy. That's all. You know what I mean? I contributed to at least one. You know what I mean?
I think it's a little bit over 20%. I think it's like 22% or something like that. So if that's the case, I am now going to be referring to you as 22% of my common sense. 22 of his current wins, because he's only adding to this, okay? But you're 22% of his current wins. Like, congratulations. That's actually pretty amazing if you think about it, because like that's actually kind of crazy. But then if you take it and take his postseason, it's 200 wins. I think at the bottom it said you were at 45. I got 3 of the 8. So either way, I'm just gonna call you the 22%er. So when they're like, Coach Tom has 8 playoff wins, I'm like, I got 3 of them. And then when they're like, he's been to 2 AFC championships, or he's been to 3 AFC championships, like, I took him to 1. We lost, but I was in one of them. All right. I love that. So that's what we learned today. I absolutely love that, because I was thinking about it. Yeah, you know, I have my sticky notes, and I'm like looking at my sticky note. I'm like, I need to research this. Good old Google.
You're funny. I like that right there. That's good research right there. Shout out to you for bringing that up. That was cool. I like that. That's good.
Yeah, you're a 22%er, and somebody that's like in math is going to be in the comments like, it's not 22%. It's 21.75.
Yep.
Sorry.
You
I
know
just
it.
did some freestyle math. Okay, try to carry a couple things, move a couple of decimals. Anyways, well, that's awesome. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. I think the other thing is too, is I was thinking after, we got this third consecutive win.
Come on now. This is
it's kind of, I mean, it's kind of cool to remember the season. So like, I like getting the full story. We've said this from the beginning, right? Like, we're not going to overreact now. We're in the middle of the season. But just remembering some of those conversations we were having in the middle of the season.
What you mean we're not going to overreact? We're going to wait and allow this thing to play. You mean to tell me we shouldn't have like blown this thing up and fired everybody after
remember that?
What? You mean to tell me 3 weeks ago we shouldn't have just literally head coach, walk home? Remember, fired, fired. Like that was like 3 weeks ago. It's not a month. It wasn't even a month. It was 3 weeks ago. We're supposed to been fired. We're supposed to been traded Highsmith and Muth. I know Muth ain't on this roster. It's no way Muth is still here. Why are we wasting resources?
What is Cam Hayward's brother's name?
Connor.
Connor was supposed to be like
TaNeisha. I've seen people refer to Connor as the Make-A-Wish teammate. I'm like, yo, are y'all effing serious? Like, yo, this is a whole football player that's productive and second. Like, yo, he's just there because his brother, he's Make-A-Wish. Like, bro, y'all are out of pocket, man.
Isn't that like just remembering, like that's where we started this.
Yeah.
So it's just nice. I was laying in bed last night thinking, I was like, it's just crazy how we've literally went from woo to oh my God, what oof to okay. All right, this is we're kind of
come on, man.
This might kind of work. So I love that for us. And I must say, I watched your show yesterday. Okay.
Uh-oh.
And I saw the DraftKings thing, and I was a little jealous because I did the part, whatever, it's fine. But then I noticed you're wearing glasses. So when do you choose to wear glasses? Like,
listen. No. Don't get caught up in that. That's style. That has zero to do with anything. I literally put glasses on just because I wanted to pop the gold frames with this. And that's it. And then I got the black ones when I want to go very nerdy. All right. It's literally just that. All right. I treat my glasses like I treat my hats. It's all about the accessory. All right. And look. And I want my logos to match. All right. I like that design and stuff. So I'll be over here like, do I want the gold frames? Give them that old school, like I'm from the Detroit area, put the gold frame on or do I want them black things? Very nerdy here. Oh, it's time to watch the film. You know what I mean? It's the optics. That's it. But trust me, man. My wife and my family, they hate me because they're like, Dad, you don't need glasses. You can see in the dark. You can see like a mile, 2 miles away. Like, what's wrong with you, man? I'm like, oh, no, it's just, I like how it looks though. Y'all look cool with the glasses. Huh? Y'all got all the different accessories. So I accessorize. That's literally it. Yeah.
I had a feeling that was what was happening. I was like, if that's what's happening, I'm definitely bringing it up. But the funny thing is too, is I'm the same, like in my just normal day living, I don't wear glasses, but because there's like the screen and this, and I need to see all the things, I'm like, I'm putting on glasses. I don't need to miss anything. I need to see every single thing perfectly. Yeah. So anyways, shout out to you and your fashion. So shout out to you and your fashion. I loved it.
Shout out to you peeping it because honestly, I used to be upset when nobody would notice. I'd be like, yo, I'm putting these freaking glasses. I know y'all see this fight. You see the gold matching the gold. You don't see the light hitting in the sparkle. Like, come on, man. So I appreciate you noticing. All right. It means a lot. Okay. Sometimes I don't just do it just to do it. I do it because I want y'all to know it. All right. But I'll be excited about it. I'll be looking in the mirror like, yo, I know somebody go peep. Somebody got it. Did y'all see it? You ain't see it? I'm about to pour the glass on right now, bro. What?
See? Look, and Tom Jade is like, women love to judge men in everything we do, every second of every day. This is a praise. I'm like, I noticed the glasses. I am telling him I noticed the glasses, and I just gave him the opportunity to shine because I like the glasses. Like, what
it is.
Like, I can't say anything. You want me to just keep it to myself? Like, gosh, people, tough crowd. Anyway, so I appreciated that, and yes, I did miss the little intro, and yes, the thing, and I was laughing, and it was great. But it was the glasses.
Like how you refer to it, she's like the thing. You know the thing.
It's early. What's it called? Promo.
The little promo. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to DraftKings, man. I get the promo code. You know what I'm saying, man? Look. DraftKings, they make sure that Christmas is really good. All right, they make sure that they scratch our back. So I'm like, hey yo, I'm gonna scratch y'all back too. All right, I don't want you to ever feel like you getting the short end of this stick. Okay,
no, you did that. I love that. I was watching that and I was like, oh my god, look at this. The other thing is too. So as people start to get in, there's a couple of things. So we are going to talk a little bit about the Lions. I don't know what we have to say about the Lions. Like we beat them. Don't worry, everyone. I have my trusty questions, so we'll get to those. And the other thing is too, at some point we'll transition and we'll talk about the Browns game. We'll kind of preview the Browns game also, because we're not going to be live tomorrow. So that's I don't know how many things that is. Another thing, if you become a member, I have the Moats video. Okay.
Yes, both videos.
Oh, we're not there yet.
We're not there. We're not there yet.
The Moats video.
You're leading off like this. It's ladies first, guys. I'm not going to allow her to do this. It's ladies first. So she has both videos. So if anybody feels it in their heart, especially around the holiday season, to want to fully commit to what TaNeisha is doing and really say that you're ready to go the next level with her, you're ready to go from just the talking stage to now you want to go ahead and put some roots in this thing. All right. You need to build a foundation with her. All right. If you're ready for that, man, she got her membership link for you. All right. And if she has that membership link and you feel so good in your heart that you're ready to take that step in front of all of us, well, she's going to let you know publicly as well. And she's going to drop this beautiful video just for you. Yeah, you know how you got just for me? No, this is just for you, okay? So it's going to be just like that. And when she plays it, I promise you, you will not feel let down. You will not feel sad. And if you're feeling any type of depression or seasonal allergies, it's going to perk you all the way up, okay? So if you're looking for that and you really want to show TaNeisha how you feel about it, okay? Not just what you're typing, not just what your words, but with your actions, all right? She ain't gonna let you down today because she got the video uploaded, all right? That's what she's really trying to explain. And then, hey, if any of y'all got some I got some quarters left over, man, you want to just throw some this way, all right, cool. Then, yeah, she got the little membership for my video, all right? You ain't worried about mine. Hers is the one that you need to be talking with, though, all right? That's the focus. That's what if you want to see something special, if you want to, you here for a good time? You want a good time? That's what you're looking for, people, all right? Just throwing it out there, okay?
What is even happening right now?
It's early. When we stream in the morning, anything can happen, okay? Anything can happen.
If you want to plant some roots, if you want to show how you really feel about it.
All right. Okay. You really feel about it? This is your chance to show. All right. Membership link right there. Click it. Join her upper room, okay? Join her membership. Join her VIP. Go to the special spot with her, okay? Because I promise you're not gonna feel let down. All right? I promise you're gonna be over here like, whoa, all right, Mose, now I get it now, okay? We caught the live, which you was telling me about, but now I see what you've been preaching over here. Have I ever steered y'all wrong? Okay. Have I ever said, hey, it's a fire and it wasn't a fire? Okay. I'm just telling you the truth. All right. Just I'm just trying to be Moses. Okay. Just let my people go. All right. Just follow me. Okay. If you follow me, you'll see what y'all want to go to the promised land. I'm just trying to take you to the promised land. Okay. I'm just trying to help you out. Yep.
Are you done?
I'm just understand, man. You know it's the truth. You're just trying to be not modest. You're being modest. You're just be chill. But nope. I'm letting people know. I'm telling the truth. Look.
Okay. Well, I don't know what he just said. You can choose to believe it or not. It's totally up to you. But I dropped both of our links. I have both videos ready to go. I personally like the snow angel, but we'll leave it. And I get to see you dancing in the background. So the snow angel is the best because I get to see you dancing in the background. Look, so that's just how I feel.
But the congregation will be really dancing when you play yours, all right? The congregation gonna lose their mind. They'll be over here like, what? Hey, Mose, your video is cool, Mose, but no, we want to see her video. Her video is the video, Mose. I already know. I'm just trying to let y'all know, okay?
It's whatever.
Yeah.
So about that. So thank you for that. We appreciate your additional knowledge and the root sharing and all of that. Very helpful information. So thank you for sharing that. That was great. And now there's been requests for me to do a snow angel. I live in Texas, so
hopefully you don't get no snow like that no time soon.
Yeah, I would have to go somewhere to create a snow angel, and I have to do everything sexy. You don't want to see me in a snow angel. You probably do, but anyways, so We are. Listen, now I have thoughts of doing like something in the snow. That would be really fun.
Yo. You are funny. She said, "Yo, if I got into the store, it's got to be sexy though."
It's got to be sexy. I'm not gonna half-ass it. Okay, like if I'm in it, I'm in it. Like I am bringing my whole self. You know how people say, bring your whole self to work.
Absolutely,
bring your whole
absolutely.
self. I'm bringing my whole self to every single situation, and I don't
care
if you don't like it. I am showing up. Awesome. So let's see. Let's talk about our questions. All right. Mm-hmm. So this is a segment of the show. If you are new here, you might be lost. So let me bring you up to speed. Okay.
Shout out to the preference every time you got just lead into it.
Because everybody get some people come in right the last
they
minute.
Lose their mind when they first hear this. Like, what are y'all talking about?
Announcement. Okay. Every week after you're already patting your head. Really, we already know where this is going. You're already getting hot.
It's funny, man.
Okay.
Because in my mind, like I could just hear like the people is like, "Yo, what did y'all just say? What are y'all talking?" Yes. You know it. So it's like we really got to emphasize, like, "Hey guys, this came from y'all. All right, this is your question. Paid y'all, okay? Compensated y'all. Roots went into this question, okay? Y'all laid foundations for this question, okay?
What is going on? Like what? Okay. What are we doing today?
Y'all put your cat. Y'all was like, "Yo, I'm a part of this." Okay.
Yeah, here it is. Okay. Everything I'm about to ask that is on the sticky that has been here for what? Maybe 5 weeks, 6 weeks? 6 weeks?
Six, probably about 6. Yeah.
So it is questions that we have been given via super chats. People have wanted to know our thoughts about certain things. So what I have done, every show, I ask the same questions from the sticky note. Okay. So that is what you're about to experience. So if you don't understand what's going on, you got to go back and watch some episodes to kind of catch up to figure out what is going on, because we are going there right now. So the very first question,
when it was bad out in the season,
when it was horrible.
It was rough out.
Like it was rough.
Chargers time frame.
We were struggling. We needed something to keep us going. We maybe needed a blue pill. We got it. Everything is fine. This is what's happening. All right. So
stop
here we go.
At the gas station. Here we go.
We need to stop at the gas station. There's nothing wrong with the gas station. Pick me up. So the first question is, were we competitive? The first question is, were we competitive? Did you think against the Lions we were competitive?
I thought we were highly competitive, and I always love how we start with competitive, because it's the slow burn. It's like, oh, that ain't that bad. Why you doing this talking? Listen, we were very competitive.
It's definitely the pregame. It's definitely the pregame.
It's like, what do you mean all of this gas station just to start you competitive? Yes. But we were very competitive. I thought in multiple areas of competitive, not just in terms of on-field matching the schematics, but I thought just the overall matching of energy. When you talk about going into a hostile environment, man, going on the road versus a team that back was against their wall, you have to come out pissed off. You have to come out amped up. And I mean, maybe that could have led to why some people even, took it outside of the player field. But either way, man, I just love the energy as a whole. So I thought they were highly competitive in every single element.
I agree. I happen to agree. Chat, let us know if you think we were competitive. And I think we were competitive in every standpoint. I think offense, defense, special team, like it was just the whole team was there to be competitive. Shout out to our coach for getting us ready to be competitive. Love to see that. So I think we agree with that. So were we consistent?
I would say we were consistent, yeah. And the reason why I say that is this. I know last week I was a little bit different when I spoke on the offense. I said, man, it was a little bit more of that slow burn. This week, though, I thought it was different. I thought this week we were actually continuing on with, and we talked about this, me, you, and Mark, the intentionalness of protecting Rodgers early on. They did try to get, a little bit, show some of that bravado and hold it a little bit. And that was when you saw Aiden Hutchinson come through, have the big sack early on. But after that, it was, let's get out. Let's get this ball out quick. I liked the plan early on. The execution necessarily didn't work, but the plan, the mindset of get it out quick, don't allow these pass rushes to really impact this game, I liked that. And then from there, you saw, man, once again, right before halftime, you get a spark, boom, carried into the second half. And then defensively, when you hold Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery to 15 total yards rushing as 18 for 4 quarters, crazy. That's insane, man. Like, absolutely.
That's crazy.
And this is once again 3 weeks removed from what the Bills did to us. So when I think of that, it's like, yes, absolutely, man. The consistency was there from start to finish. And even in special teams, I will say this, even with my dog Boz missing his field goal.
That was so weird.
Across the board, though, everything else was still clean. I thought punting was good. I thought that in terms of snapping, right, we didn't have anything that would have caused a turnover. So when I look at that, it's like, was it perfect? No. But if It's no negatives that are happening in there. It's not getting, one thing turns into three things bad. Yeah, I like what we saw then. So absolutely, I would say consistency. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I also feel like even when we had the fumble, we still like came back and rallied. And that's what especially because that fumble's in the red zone.
Well,
and so I thought,
yeah.
And I thought and that was like our first turnover in what? 2 weeks?
3 weeks. Yeah.
So like, that's impressive to me. And so I was really proud of you know what? We were consistent, yes, but I was really proud of our resiliency. I thought we were resilient. I thought we kept kind of coming back. We kept fighting. And yeah, I just thought we were really resilient. It was nice to see it.
Absolutely. And something to even piggyback on your resiliency comment is this. This is one of the first times all season that we've won while losing the turnover battle as well. We didn't create any other turnovers. Think about it.
Yeah, they just had the
when Jahmyr Gibbs had his fumble, he recovered it himself.
No, they just had the turnover on downs. Yeah, you're right.
The turnover on downs, but
you're right.
So that was the other part to me. It was like we lost in the red zone and we lost the turnover battle, but yet we still won the game. That doesn't go with any of the data that is supported, the Steelers throughout the season. It's usually the inverse of that. In the games when we haven't won, the turnover battle and we haven't been efficient in the red zone, we usually get beat. So that's another like one-off. Like I don't look, but that's the fun part about the data. It's like sometimes it's super supportive. Other times it's like, yo, this is an outlier.
Yeah.
Those right there are heavy outliers based on how I perceive this team and how we, talk about this team at time. But it's good to see them being able to win in various ways, especially down the stretch versus good teams.
Yeah.
That's the sign of a team that's getting hot, a team that maybe could do something in the postseason. Well, I'm allowed to say it. And look, I'm allowed to say it because I'm just leading the charge. You know what I mean? I'm just a blind guy just running here with my Tomlin flag and my Rooney flag, and I'm biased, so you know how it goes. He's like he still gets the check still, so I just I'm allowed to be optimistic, guys. I'm allowed to be happy. I love it. Yep.
You are allowed to be happy. What a concept! And then look at this rumor you have started. Dr. T says it's not good enough. We want picks over PBU. Thank you, Arthur Moats, for this crap that you have started with this fan base. That is not what I said.
He said, Chuck, you're not good enough. All the PBUs you had, that is unacceptable, Chuck. You should have walked back from Detroit. Unacceptable. All three of the big time PBUs. I just can't stand it. Oh, terrible.
And shout out to you, Chuck Clark. And also, I didn't say that, but if you could catch one of those, that would also be great. So, anyways,
I do second that. I do second that. Chuck, if you want to get paid even more,
was like on the ground, and it was like right to him.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like funny thing, man. Chuck, any player that is out there is gonna say that. Even YA Black is over here like, I got to catch that, because you just understand, like at this level, you want to be a playmaker, and playmakers are the guys that get to be the household names. Those are the guys that get the endorsement deals. Those are the guys that get, to become superstars. So it's all of us are chasing that. But that's the part where you're just like, man, come on, baby, 3 of them. Yeah. Oh, I gotta have one of them, right? And let's get one of them. So man. But Chuck will be on that jugs machine. I can see it right now. All I want for Christmas is the jugs machine. The jugs machine. Yep.
I love that. And I hope my good old friend Shador Sanders throws them a couple. That would be fantastic.
That hurts me a little bit. That kind of stung when you said that. I've already
made my preview video. God dang. I've already made my preview video. And like, as I was making it, I was like, and I hope we get to the quarterback and hit him. And I hope he doesn't figure out this game. I already have feelings about it. And for me, like, that's huge, because usually I don't see them as I don't see them as that. I'm just like, it is what it is. I'm feeling away. So it is what it is, though. Like my team over everything, but also
absolutely
please don't hurt them.
But it's
all right, so here we go. Did we get smashed?
You said how many rushing yards? You said it was 15 of them things.
15 rushing yards.
No, I think we was doing the smashing.
Period. We were the aggressors.
We were very aggressive in there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love it.
We were aggressive in the D. That's what they said.
We were aggressive in the D. The penetration, fantastic. The
Come on, man.
penetration was so good. And that game, 15 yards. Are you kidding me? We did the smashing. We are smashers. That is what we are. So shout out to us. And then the next question is, did we get headboarded? Did we get headboarded, or were we doing the headboarding?
I believe the cat was getting headboarded over there. All right. It was the cat getting headboarded. That's what I know. All right. That's for sure what I know. Shout out to the Lions. Shout out to the Lions. There was some headboard going on out there. Now shout out to the Lion. Yeah.
There was a headboard.
Big cat.
There was. Yeah, the cat didn't stand a chance. Okay.
The cat got destroyed.
It was tamed. The cat was tamed on Sunday. Okay. Because we did some headboarding. We did all the things you're supposed to do. All the things you're supposed to do that they didn't even want to come back for seconds. They were like, nah, I'm good. I cannot sustain that again. Absolutely.
Only thing was missing, TaNeisha, was Michael Irvin and Texas A&M with that's what it was, all right, when he be doing his little crazy beating the belt. That's all he was missing, all right? I don't know what's going on with my dog, all right? He's been on it. He's just between the Netflix situation and then you get to the, I'm just like, yo, you are all what, baby? All right, you were just on a run right now. But that's the energy, all right? That type of energy was missing.
Listen,
I was like, yo.
I like that energy.
Oh, yeah.
That is the energy we need. Yeah. That's the energy we need. And that is the energy we need to bring together the final question, the most important question for me anyway, as far as where I sit, because, you know, there are certain things you can't live without, and this might be one of them. So, how was the D good? Did the D show up? Did the D execute what it was supposed to do? Did the D show up in Detroit? That is what I need to know. How good was the D?
The D showed up in Big D. And not only was it there, it lasted all night long. What do they call it? Motown? Oh, yeah. It was going downtown in Motown. And for sure, like I said, all the cat was getting beat black.
Period.
It was beautiful the way we need to. But for sure, the D showed up. The D was ready. The D had one of them gas station stops. Absolutely. So it was perfect. The D went to the gas station before going to the stadium, and it was one of them ones. All right. It ran out of bubble.
I love that.
It was looking for the gum. We ain't had no more bubble gum. It was a great situation, though. Great situation.
What made the D so good is the D had an entire quarter where they didn't even have to. They had to do one. They had to be on the field for 3 plays, 51 seconds. They tried it off, and they got re-energized. And when that showed back up, I was like, yes. That is what you call rested. It's
reloaded.
Period. That is what you call rested beat. That is what you call. Let me just take a minute. Let me take a break. Let me take a little bit. You know, if anybody's listening that wants to kind of understand certain things, you know, sometimes a break will help. Just take that break. Just, you know, take a load off, do what you gotta do.
Let something else work. Let the offense take on a little bit. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta let the D chill, let the O get on. All right. So it wasn't nothing wrong with that.
The O? Let the O get off?
Yes. It's like, all right, okay. Go.
Let the O get off. So the D can come back.
Yeah, you see it.
Making sense. So yes, that is it. So listen, chat, let us know what you think. Okay, did we get smashed? Did we do the smashing? Who did the headboarding? Did the D show up? The D held them to 15 rushing yards. That is that's just, I don't even know what to say about that because it's so amazing. Like that is like when you call your friend and you're like, I don't even know what to say. I just know I want more of that. That is exactly what happened. Okay. Our D showed up so much that I called a friend and I didn't even know what happened. I was like, yes, please. Whenever it's available again, I will be there. That is basically what happened. And
and the fact that it was on the road, right? Because it's one thing when you at the crib and you expect it at the house, right? Oh, I expect it at the house. Oh, it was on the road with it, guys. Oh, we got some pop-up on the road with it. Oh. Shout out to getting it on the road, man. Shout out, man. Let's go.
My gosh. That's so fantastic. And you know what, chat? I agree. The O comment, top tier. Might need to add that to my list because the O with the D, something about it kind of goes together.
You see the combo. All right.
You know what? It has been added for free. For the O. I just wrote the O. Everybody knows that.
You gotta have an O. You know what I'm saying? Hey, some good O can make the D. Just chill for a little bit. D, you good, bro? Take a load off. All right, come on, man.
And they go perfectly together.
You see it? All right.
Together.
They call it complimentary for a reason. So
we are definitely complimentary. Okay, so we're all good. Everything is great. So those are our questions we need to get to. If you're new here and you're lost and you're confused, you got to go back and watch the 7 episodes. Work your way
Start
up.
around Chargers week. Start around like doom and gloom. Chargers, Bears. Yeah, it was around that time frame. All right.
It was like
it was down that
Chargers.
time frame.
I felt like we were we had a little moment and we needed something to pick us up. What better to pick us up than the D? So shout out to the chat, to everybody who paid for that piece of information for us to talk about it. You're very welcome. And we did get a super chat. I did not read it. Usually during that segment of the show, I try to read the super chats before.
Okay.
Let me just spot check.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
I think we're good. All right. So we got a super chat from
shout out to the Bro Barian. That's the homie. Yeah.
Bro Barian. I just love that. Okay. Here's the super chat. I believe the team was focused from the beginning of that game. They never wavered. What I'm saying
is they never blinked.
What I am saying is they never blinked. Yeah, none of them had eyelids. There we go. I was like, ooh.
Slice them all.
Yeah, it's kind of early.
Eyelids.
I love it.
Eyelids, baby. Cutting them off. I cut mine in 2014. I told you, man. Let's go, baby. You don't got no time for the eyelids, man. Leave them at the crib, baby. Leave them at the crib.
I love it. I love that. I think the other thing is let's talk about the elephant in the room, and then we'll transition because I have something. I mean, I have something else I want to talk about. I'm glad I didn't say that out loud. I have something else I want to talk about after this. So the elephant in the room is DK, and he has been suspended for 2 games. To be quite honest with you, it kind of is what it is at this point. I try really hard, not to get into grown men affairs because that is their business. That is their money. That is their whatever. Does it impact my team? Absolutely. I've also seen a couple of videos where poor DK, I can see him sitting there and really thinking about his choices. And I can see, I've been there before. I know that look. I know that feeling. He was sitting there and I could see the team here, kind of looking, and DK was standing and he was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And then he couldn't help it. And then he just went over there. So I don't have any thoughts. DK, exactly. You can see it. You can literally see it happening.
Yeah.
And I've been in that situation before, and I didn't always choose to walk away. So I don't like it for him, but he made his choices. We have to live with his choices. Would love to know if you have any thoughts, feelings, or whatever, and then we can move on.
So for me, obviously we initially had talked about it. Me and you talked about it prior to knowing some of the discipline on it. And I had the same stance that I said then, man. I was like, look, I support him, man, because I understand how that feels, man, when you're in those stadiums, man, and fans feel like they can say and do whatever without any accountability. And I also said that, hey, man, if I had the type of money that, hey, I did not care about getting fined, I didn't care about a suspension, then I would have been one of the ones that went up there and done something very similar, because you get so irritated with people feeling like they're above the law or they just can't get touched when you know what you could physically do to them without even having to try. Right. So that was, why I stood with it and why I still continue to stand with it. Now, going forward, would you like DK to have more discipline, or at least choose better ways to express himself that maybe won't impact the team to this degree? Yes. And you heard, I think, Joe Hayden talk about that. He said, look, man, take the LeBron James approach, right? Just start pointing, getting fans out. I said, man, you could do that, or you can even take it a step further and just literally ignore all fans, right? Ignore them all. Put them all in the same bucket, because, hey, how do you separate which ones are a-holes and which ones are supporters? You can't at times on game day. So you know what? Ignore them all. And now we know how fans will also complain about that. But you can't have it both ways, because now you get the people that want to make a mockery of DK because of he's losing $43 million in guarantees. Can we please debunk that whole narrative? If he gets released, he would lose $43 million. If he's on the roster, he's not losing $43 million. Okay, I know it sounds sexy. I know it gets everybody hard in the pants because, hey, look, we get to laugh and say, you're a dum-dum. If he gets released and the Steelers will release him a year after trading a second-round draft pick for him, that's the other part where you'll be looking at the Steelers saying, do you really think that was a good idea? So me personally, I get why it feels very sexy and why it's really, sensational to say, he's going to lose all this money. But if DK were to be released, I can assure you, he would go and get signed and recoup a lot of that money immediately. Okay. And look, and if you want me to tell you the team plays up in Buffalo, New York. Okay. They wear blue and red. I can assure you he would be right up there. Okay. I can assure you of that one. So, yeah.
So that was the narrative. I'm gonna write down hard in the pants because I actually have to.
Oh yeah, that is one of those. Yeah, absolutely. But that's
okay. Would that be classified as like a football term?
Yeah, can I throw that? Because I say that while you're up here, because it's no different than a guy saying like, "Yo, he got big balls," right? It's like, yo, to do that, like you got to have big balls. The throw that Aaron Rodgers made to get into the game with 1-on-1 40 yards down the grass versus a linebacker right before the half with like 6 seconds left. You got to have some big balls, some big cojones to make that throw, because if he catches that inbounds and he gets tackled right there and the half is over, right? I think he had like 2 seconds when he was like about to get up. Tops. Yeah. So it's like those some of the things like, hey, man, you made that throw right there. Hey, Rodgers throwing that touchdown pass to DK Metcalf on Monday night where the safety is like about to pick it, but he doesn't. It's like, yo, those big balls, bro. You're a man like that. But hey, you seen that hit? Boy, that just had me hard, bro. Oh, God, dog. He killed that man right there. Like, let's go.
Hey,
so
say less. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
that term is coming back to a stream near you. Maybe today, maybe who knows? You never know what's coming out of
so like
mouth.
I said, but you got certain things that get you excited, man. Heck yeah. But that's my thing though. But DK, man, it's like, will he have to think about this? Absolutely. Is this something that I also think will get appealed down? Yes, I think that's why the NFL said 2 games initially, because hey, if I give you 1 game and you appeal it down, now we're talking about the whole cash element, and now it's, hey, was that enough? Right?
Did he get fined at all? So he just got fined.
So no, the fine is via the suspension, and because that's why the number is. That's why they throw it as 5,500,000. It's like or 550,000 or whatever they said it was. It's like, yeah, it's just 2 game checks. That's that. But instead of
let me just say something. I'm just gonna be real with you for a second. Let me just say something.
Yeah.
The way my life is set up, I have no business worried about what that man's got going on. Yeah. How much thousand to be out? Like,
but it's also relative. But it's relative. Like if that was Christian Kuntz, they're gonna hit him with an actual fine, because that game check would be like maybe 30, 40 grand. Like, I mean, like I don't know off the top of my head, but it's like it would be more in that range. So you see, it's not as right. You see, it's a massive difference. And that's the same thing with Jamar Chase. That's what it was like. Okay, you can either hit him with a 6-figure fine, or okay, by you suspending him, now you get a bigger 6-figure fine on that. Yeah. So that's how this is right here. But it's literally, it's like, man, it's just a game check. So the game check number sounds crazy, but if that's what he gets on a game-to-game basis, just think about what he's making. You dig me?
Yeah.
And that's the part where it's like, yeah, it's crazy, but look at what he's making for the whole season. That's just a part of that. There's 2 game checks out of it. So, you know, it sucks, and he'll learn from it.
I was just going to say, at the end of the day, it sucks. And like I said, I wish he would have made a different decision? Absolutely. As a grown ass person, I'm not going to tell another grown ass person what they should do, how they should feel, and all those things. Do I wish he would have done something differently? Yes, he didn't. He chose what he needed to do. He's part of my team. I'm riding with him. I hope that whatever he needs to all the things. I hope whatever it is that he's going through, that whatever. I hope that he's okay. I hope he's fine. And I know that there's a ton of rumors about the fan about that. I also don't know the fan. Yeah. So I don't know any of those situations. I don't know what is going on. Half the things that I see online, I don't trust anyway. So who knows what's going to happen?
It's a lot with that. Yeah.
And just like with Ramsey
Jalen
and Chase,
right? I was going to say literally the same situation.
It's like why did he do that? Why did he act like that? And then he was like, he spit. And then they were like, he didn't spit. And the video came out that he did. So I'm just going to let this one play out as well. Because we don't know
similar to that also, similar to the Ram situation, it's like, you can't tell the person how to react, right? So yes, remember in my situation, it's like, yo, would you want him to have more restraint? Yes. But at the same time, it's like, yo, if you go pop and bag, I dig it, man. Do what you do. Now, do we got to make it work still? Yes. And as long as you get out that stadium with the win, you're not tripping on it, right? That's how we felt about this one. It's like, yo, it didn't kill us. Now, if we come out here and we're like, oh, man, we don't have anybody to throw the ball to and everything looks just abysmal, then, yeah, we're going to have a different feeling per se about DK. But at the same time, it's like, man to man, I'm never going to tell a person if you feel disrespected how you have to respond. We don't get to do that. That's not unless you're that person, you don't get to tell a person what the acceptable amount of response is. And that's why we say, man, keep your hands to yourself and don't disrespect people, because you don't know how they're going to respond to that.
Don't know.
And you don't get to tell them, DK, you're too aggressive for grabbing me and aggressively shoving / whatever you want to call it. No, you should have just walked away. No, you don't get to play it both ways. If you want to play it that way, you should make sure that you operate with the utmost respect when you communicate with that man then. That's everybody in the vicinity. Because you do not get to do that, man. And that's one of my big, like, it really irks me. Heck yeah.
Yeah, your actions have, you can say and do whatever you want to do at any moment. Just know that other person that you're doing it to can act however they want to act. I mean, that's why for me, I'm just like, I'm never going to tell anyone how to be. I don't care if you're poor, rich, athlete, regular person, school teacher. I don't care what you are. I am never going to tell somebody how to act. I'm not going to, because I don't want anybody to tell me how to act, because there's things I do that people don't appreciate. I don't care. And so I don't expect anybody else to care about anybody else's opinions on how they are supposed to act. We don't know what other people are going through, what's going on in their minds. We don't know.
And that's the other thing, TaNeisha, that you just said right there. It's so easy, because I see this comment all the time. If I was a millionaire, I would never respond. If I had that money, I'd never respond. You would never know, because that's not how it works, man. Do you think you just automatically change because you get a check? No, man. You're the same person you've been. DK's been this. I've been this. We've all been who we've been throughout our whole life to get to where we are. The money just comes as a byproduct of us staying consistent in who we are. So that doesn't shift. You learn to have more professionalism. You learn to mask it and deal with the BS that comes with it, because people change when you get the money, but you don't change. You be looking at people like, why are you acting like I'm any different? Right? And you talk about this all the time off. It's like, why is it talked about like that? And it's like, well, because of this is like, but that doesn't change how I am, doesn't change this. Correct. So DK, no, like, to act as, man, if you won't go stand on it today, you won't go stand on it if you had millions. All right, that's just who you are. I would ignore it. No, you are who you are, man. This is what it is.
I always use the same. I always bring analogies back to normal people, right? Because I'm a normal person, right? I didn't play in the NFL. I'm normal, right? This is the difference between, like, if I get a really good job, do I still go eat at McDonald's? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
If I get a higher paying job, do I still waste money? Yeah. Do I still waste money? Man. Yes, I do. If I become, so my point is, I think us normal people that have never made millions always try to act like we know what somebody that's famous and makes millions should do. And we don't. We still do. We still make bad decisions as the normal people. But yet we think people with more money should make better decisions. If that was the case, rich people wouldn't be strung out on drugs. Rich people wouldn't do half the crap. Like, what you're saying is actually,
rich people wouldn't. It's like, yo, they do all the same, all the stuff.
Actually false. Everything you think you're saying about what a rich person should do is actually false, because you don't actually live that. So don't assume that other people are going to live a life that you don't even live yourself. Like, let's stop holding people to different standards. Hold them to the same standard you hold yourself to. Just because they're hella athletic and they make millions and millions of dollars, they're still humans, and they still have the same behaviors. That's why you see people make it to the NFL or make it to the NBA, but still go back to the hood, because that's where they came from. Like, you can't take that out of people. Let's stop assuming. And now my psychology person is talking, but we have to stop assuming that just because people have money that they now think and are different. They're the same people they've always been. Now they just add money. That's just, like, that is such a false, like, oh, he's rich. He's rich. Like,
you hear about it all the time. People, when they hit the lottery, it's like, yo, you go from being who you are, and now you can become a millionaire overnight. Those are the ones that go crazy, broke, lose their money. You're like, I would have never done that. Yeah. Oh, now you get this situation. You see how quickly it happens. You see how, like,
you gotta change your behavior. Yeah. and like, and the funny thing about DK, so I haven't watched the actual incident. I've watched the before videos. If you've ever been to a therapist, spoken to a therapist, or dealt with anybody that's been in therapy or anything, and I don't know DK, but I'm just going to say this. His behavior is the action of somebody that you hope has seen a therapist, because he had all the behaviors. He got closer, he stopped. He got a little bit closer, then he turned and looked in another direction. Then you could see him actually physically thinking, looking to the side and trying to make the right decisions. All of those things, that's therapy behavior. That's what you're taught. You're taught, If you are in a situation, compose yourself. Go to a positive place. We see AJ Brown on the sideline reading a book.
See it.
And like
Yep.
everything DK was going through, you could actually see his behavior. He just couldn't do it. He just couldn't do it. He tried though. He didn't go from the sidelines and sprint over there to the guy.
It wasn't an impulse thing, and I'm with you on that. It wasn't.
Yeah, he actually was processing and trying. And I think for a lot of people that have never been in therapy, through therapy, talk to the therapist or any of that, that is what that is. Like that is legitimately him trying. It just didn't work.
And at every point, somebody has a line. Every point, every person has a line where they're just like, listen, I will tolerate X, and then after that, it's this. We know, man, one of the most famous things is LeBron James and the B word, right? If you say the B word to LeBron, you're gonna get him he will stop the game behind just that word. And there's other people like, why are you tripping on that, bro? It ain't that deep. If I was a billion, I wouldn't care about that word. Heck, you call me that all you want. I'm gonna look at you sideways. I'm like, man, you're wasting my time. I ain't about to do that, right? But for LeBron, it's like, yo, no, I'm standing on it. It's an issue right now. Everybody has certain things, so we don't know how DK feels about whatever was said. But if for him, he felt that, man, this is something that I have to stand on as a man, the same way I said with Jalen Ramsey. If this is something that you personally feel like you have to stand on as a man, I respect it, because before we do any of this football, microphone, cash, before any of that, you a man first. And you going to stand on those principles. You're going to stand on those morals and values of what you look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm a man too. And that's just how it is. Otherwise, man, you start losing your confidence, you start losing who you are. So I would never tell him, hey, man, if that's one of your hard lines, no, stand on what you stand on, baby. Absolutely.
Period.
And we'll deal with the consequences later. We say, Mark, whoop-dee-doo. All right, we got to spit a whoop-dee-doo. All right, it is what it is, man. Come on, we cool.
You got to deal with it. Yeah.
Next man up.
I also think I always think every opportunity is an opportunity to understand 100%. Other people's behaviors and other people's impulses and other people's triggers. We don't do that as people, though. We always assume people should act how we want them to act, even though we don't act that way. And so, anyways, DK did what he did. It is what it is. The Steelers have to now adjust to that. And
But what would have been the difference if he had what happened to Quishon Junkins, right? Junkins literally, right, just got hurt in the game. And, that's a guy that they really relying on, but he's gone for the rest of the year. It doesn't matter. It's like this the NFL, man. Dudes get hurt. Dudes don't play for certain reasons or other reasons, right? So he could easily roll the ankle last week, man. And now it's like, hey, bro, what are we doing this week? Same concept, man. Next man got to step up. There are no excuses at this level. Nobody cares that you got these issues. In fact, you know the rule. They happy that you dealing with them. So let's go ahead and make it work, man. Who ready to go ahead and be the hero this week, huh? I'm trying to see. Is it Scotty Miller? Is it MVS? Huh? Is it Thielen? Maybe we'll get a Roman Wilson sighting. I see you, Roman. I see them diamonds shining, Roman. You ready to get that jersey back on, player? What's up? We just circle back around to you. That's what I'm saying. I'm over here excited about those opportunities.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing here. This person says, I'm not changing my morals because I make more money than somebody else does. I'm not saying he changed his morals at all. Yeah. I'm saying what you think is moral and what he might think is moral is two different things. My point is, we always want to put our own thoughts and behaviors on other people. That is where I think we're going wrong. We can't tell other people how to act. I think we can, though. We want to put our things and how we would do on other people. That's why I started this by saying I'm not getting his business. He's a grown man. He can do what he want to do. I'm not going to put my feelings onto him, and he can stand on whatever he wants to stand on. And because I support him, I'm going to support whatever it is he's standing on. He just needs to do better.
And I just love anybody that gets to do some of the things that, like, in my heart, I be wanting to do. And I be just like, yo, I know I can't do it. But you see how excited, how happy when I came, when I was like, yo, how sometimes you need to punch him in the mouth. Just sometimes, like
a 3-minute rant.
Like DK, if you would have, if you
Mark
go do it,
trying to tell you to stop, and you were
I'm like, no, bro.
I would do it again, and I would stay there.
I'm telling you, man, I'm big supporter of Ron Artest. I got a Meta World Peace jersey. Okay, I'm a big Ron Artest guy. All right, just telling y'all, man. All right.
I absolutely love it. Okay, so let's go back to some of these super chats, and then we have a post for Moats that is so good. It's very long. I'm going to read all of it. If you get emotional, prepare yourself, because it's the best ever. So the first correction here is from Bro Barbarian Still. And he says,
Shout
my apologies.
out.
I'm also an educated person. I should have known better than to send that without checking first. I just want to tell you, I don't mind. You can send whatever you want. We figured it out. We can piece it together. It's okay.
Hey, and that's my 757 brother, Mr. Old Dominion University. I see you. Hey, Monarchs over Lions. How about that? All right, Monarchs over Lions. Yeah.
I love that. So we have another super chat, and it says, will DK get his appeal taken from 2 games to 1 game? He already told the NFL about this guy. NFL dropped the ball. Great question.
More than likely he will. And that was, initially how a lot of the I don't know if you heard some of the former players. I think Dan Orlovsky was another guy that came out and was like, yeah, man, it's 2 games. It's probably gonna go down to 1. That's just the NFL has a big history of that, right? Once they have a precedent set, it's like, yeah, man, we just kind of know that, yeah, whatever they initially come out with, it should be a little bit bigger because it always gets reduced halfway. And if it doesn't, now that's what we complain about and we'll bring up come the CBA time, right? Because we're feeling like, yeah, there's no way that you can give out initial discipline and then you hear our case and you understand what's going on and there is nothing to walk that back. So me personally, I was even a little bit upset that they even ruled it as a suspension because there wasn't any rule or any precedent set to say that what took place should be a suspension. He never got fined. He never got flagged, never got kicked out of the game. So how do we just now all of a sudden say, hey, man, we're going to suspend you because of the optics? Now, I understand why they did it because, hey, we're going to put you under the conduct detrimental to the league because the optics just don't look good of a player in any capacity being aggressive with a fan that is not running on the field doing the crazy, oh, why are you up here, right? So because of that, that's the only reason personally that I'm in agreement with this decision to suspend him. Because I'm thinking to myself and I'm saying, hey, as a guy who has a 10-year-old son, I don't want my son thinking that it's ever okay to say, hey, you know what, man, that fan said this, Pop. I went up there and spit in his face. I went there and popped him. It's like, yo, I understand as a man, you're going to feel certain things. You're going to want to do certain things. But also in terms of what we are in this position for this platform, what do we want to be teaching the younger guys? And if we're big on teaching discipline, thinking before you act, showing grace, having patience, right? Walking away, even when we know it's not easy to do. That's something that we still got to make sure we're preaching. And that's something that the NFL has to make sure that they're supporting. And you can't have it both ways by saying all those things you just heard me say and then not discipline DK Metcalf in any capacity. So that's the part where I get both sides of it. Does it suck? Yes, because I feel like you kind of, take away some of our masculinity by making us have to always turn the other cheek, have to always, put your head down when they say certain things to you. But at the same time, we are also in this position with this platform, with all of the stuff that comes with it. And that ain't fair either. But heck, man, when you get to sit back and drive what we drive, eat what we eat, have what we have, this is what comes with that, whether you like it or not. So that's the part that, with all of those variables. And I think that the NFL is handling it the right way, but I do think it will be reduced to 1 game versus the 2 game.
Yeah. And with it, DK,
and not to be on the soapbox right there. My apologies.
DK is he did what he did. What do you want me to say? Like, he did what he did. He did what he did. He got what he got. Whatever. Like, and when I'm not talking about football, when I'm living in my day-to-day life, I'm not going to talk about this ever. That's none of my, it's not like, this is like, it's just, people do what they do. And once they do it, they're responsible for the consequences. I am not responsible to defend it, accept it, love it, anything. So it's just like, he did what he did. And that's that. Let's see. I think this is the next super chat from AJ Martinez.
Shout out to the homie. Yes.
So everyone love everyone right now, please, for need to never engage with idiots. Players have too much to lose. Responsible responses, life-threatening only.
No, and that's
exactly.
Real. And that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's a lot easier to say, in these situations where we're in the controlled climates, when we're on the internet and we can just type with our hands and stuff like that. But that is the challenge. That's the part of being a professional versus a pro. And you hear me have said that, professional versus pro. The professional does it every single time in every capacity, even when it's not easy, even when it doesn't make a lot of sense to a lot of people. that is the hardest thing. And then internally weighing which decision to make is also the tough thing, because as you heard me say, you're battling who you are as a man, who you are in terms of your morals, your values and principles. But then at the same time, you're thinking about the job. And that's the part with Jalen Ramsey where you heard me say, yeah, if we're putting the job first, you walk away from that spit in your face. But then we saw how everybody else was also on some like, yo, as a man, spit is the most disrespectful thing. So F the game. Once again, what's the difference, right? Does that make Jalen Ramsey a soft guy? Does that make him a B word? Does that make him any of these things because it was Jamar Chase? Nah, you still got to be disciplined, right? He still got thrown out, right? So what's the difference, man? When I think of these fans, it's like, yeah, hey, man, DK, you soft because you did that. Nah, I look at it the exact same way, man. If that's how that guy felt in that moment, that he felt I had to do this, man, I get it. But that's the professional part. Professional says, man, you put job over all of these. Heck, you put job over your family. If you're being real about it, professional means, hey, when your wife's about to go into labor, you still fly to Houston for this football game. That's what professional means. If we're gonna take it all the way there, that means, hey, when your friend just committed suicide, hey, you show up the next day on that plane because you got a game on Sunday and you don't have time to go over there and cry about that. Why? Because it's not good for the job, right? Professional or pro. So I get it, man. We could throw it how we want to throw it, but that's just the nature of it. So everybody's going to have different levels of what they're willing to do for the job. But when people are ready to stand on it. And that's my whole thing. Yeah.
That is all. So we have another super chat. So this is from 12th Wonder 45.
Shout out to the homie.
They say, given the fact that Buddy had already been reported and still let into the game, that's on the NFL. Let God sort him out.
Let God sort him out. Shout out to the homies of the clips, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's real, man.
Yeah. That's another thing. And then we have one more from AJ Martinez. And he says, the more important expression, we're the people sitting next to the blue hair man, or the lack there of that man was in the wrong, thinking before act. Are we talking about where were the people sitting next to the blue hair man?
Or I think just how they were reacting to it, or maybe I think that's what he's saying. Yeah, because they were kind of like just chill. It looks like while he was like getting up, doing what he was doing. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The whole situation is awful. You hate to see it. It's terrible. And I don't like it for the Steelers. And also, DK, you do what you need to do, because that's how you support people. If you support people, you support people. Even when they're doing
all
things you don't agree with.
Yep. If we all right, we right. And if we all wrong, we wrong together then. All right. So let's do it.
And we're going to live with it. So I need to interrupt the show because there's a couple of things that I like to do when I'm in control, and today I'm in control. One of those things is I ask for people, if you have any experiences with the one and only, the masterful linebacker who played for the Pittsburgh Steelers, Arthur Moats. If you have anything amazing to say to him, I ask that you put it in the comment section of any video, because I am a psycho and I will find it, I will read it, and I will put it up on screen. So today we have a really good one. I am going to read every single word of this because it is worth me reading it. And I've made it so pretty so I can put it on the screen so I can read it.
Oh,
so
she made it pretty.
If you do not want to hear me read, then you need to take about 5 minutes, because I am going to read it. I am not going to be emotional, but it needs to be read. It needs to be said. And I'm going to play Moats' intro, and then I'm going to put it up on the screen. Awesome. All right. So here it comes up on the screen. So just get ready. I am reading every single word of it. Sorry if you can't read it very well, but it's so important. Okay. So this was an Arthur Moats comment section, and I tried to make it as pretty as possible on the screen. But the truth of the matter is I couldn't. This is the best I could do. So I tried to put arrows so that you know where to look and all those things, because this is a moment that has to be read. So yesterday, ESB Step wrote this to our Arthur Moats. Are you ready? Okay. What's up, Arthur? Love to see the energy, man. My name is David. I'm from Winchester, Virginia. This is a long shot, if you remember this or not, but about 15 years ago, I had a mentor named Emmanuel. This dude helped me a lot when I was going through some tough times with family. We connected over our love for football, and he told me he had a friend that played at JMU and went to the NFL and got drafted by the Bills, and he'd reach out to him to see if he'd give me some words of encouragement. This is where it gets good, everyone. That player was you. You personally sent me a picture of you hitting Brett Favre while he was on the Vikings, and you covered the entire back of the picture with a message of encouragement and signed it for me. Here I am 30 years old, 15 years later, and I still have that picture. I framed it and looked at it every day for encouragement. And the fact that you took the time out of your busy day to write me such an uplifting letter gave me drive on a daily basis to try and do better and achieve more. And now here I am with a beautiful family, a solid career, thriving. When I was a kid on the verge of life in the system, and your message helped kickstart that change for me. I never got to thank you for that. I randomly came across your podcast today, had no idea you had one. Congratulations on that, by the way, along with all your success. But I just wanted to say thank you, man. That little gesture of kindness helped saved a kid in need and helped changed his life. Thank you so much, Moats.
Hey, man, shout out to the homie, man. Shout out to the guys, man. Shout out to the good people, man. All right. Shout out, man. David, awesome dude, man. Salute you. My dog, man, you were down there, man. Absolutely, man. Good people down there in the city, man. Really, really good people, man. So, yeah, that was crazy. When I see
so
wow, that was nuts. That was nuts, man.
Like, and
nuts,
I like when I saw that, I was like, okay, I have to find a way to get this on a screen. And like, I feel like that is, first of all, shout out to you. Like, shout out to you because you were just being you. And you didn't know that somebody needed you in that day, in that moment. Somebody randomly asked you for a favor. Pretty sure you get asked to do random things all the time, and you took the time. And he needed that. He was 15.
That's the crazy part, though.
15 years ago.
So I will say this, and I actually messaged him back and said this, like, it is really cool, though, to hear the other side of it, because it happens so often where, like you just said, you get requested for so much, whether it's pictures, jerseys, merch, just whatever. And you always hear people pulling, right? Hey, man, I got this going on, something, da-da-da. So it's like, yo, write whatever you write, put something into it, but you hardly ever get the other end of it back. Like, yo, it actually did help. It was actually impactful. It was anything. So to actually hear that, yeah, man, 15 years later, dude, no, it was impactful, man. I was able to do this and this. It did, kind of stir me in the right direction. It's like, dude, that's awesome. It's refreshing. It's like you said, it's a nice subtle reminder of, man, hey, man, keep doing what you're doing, right?
Yes.
Hey, you're doing it right. Keep doing it right, or at least keep making good decisions, right? Good DK, not so good DK. I just keep trying to make good Arthur, not so good. I'm trying to stay on the good side. All right, so yeah.
I think too that sometimes, even when we do this show and people in the comment section, and some people in the comment section are like, oh my gosh, I'm going through so much. Like, I just appreciate you guys being here and laughing and joking. And like, I sometimes I just don't think we realize as people how much we're impacting other people, because somebody might not say it. And just like, that was 15 years.
That's
15
nuts, man.
years.
But I legit remember the dude hitting me up about it too and everything. Like, yeah, because I was really, when he said the picture, I'm like, yeah, because I had literally just got them. I felt like so cool, like having my like action photos of people. I'm like, oh, bro, I got you, like for sure, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I love
man,
that.
That's nuts, man.
Yeah, and so I needed to put that on screen. I know it was kind of long, and I tried to warn you, but I was
dude, you had it fire though. I ain't gonna lie, like,
word I was gonna read.
The way that you decorated that with the arrows, the color, I say, yo, all right.
That was so important to me. Like, I needed to get this message out so everybody could see it. And I just think too that not a lot of people realize, like, we see this game of football as one thing and we forget the people side. And I think the people, though, the way that you all as athletes are able to connect with certain people and show them just like that little thing that to you, you're just like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. Yeah, no problem. Absolutely. And you send it and you literally change his life.
Yeah, it is a reminder. It is crazy to think it is super nuts to think like how you just said it like that, because that is, I guess, like what it is. But yeah, to us, it's just like, yo, we're just doing it. You know what I mean? The fact that anybody ever wants anything from me, I'm like, yo, you want my autograph? Like, what? Or you want to hear some words of encouragement from me? Like, oh, I'm gonna give you something there, baby. If you want me, I'll hype you up now. I'll give you something what you need now. just because like, yo, me? You sure? All right.
So great.
Yeah.
Like,
so
shout
I mean,
out to you.
Yeah.
And you know what? Now's a good time
man.
for me to say the fact that I am here sitting with you, talking to you, you have changed my life. You know, there's a lot of things that I could say about you that I will not say on this live right now. But one thing that I will say is they were right. I appreciate you. And I think that people that are used to giving and people that are used to just pouring into people and doing all the things usually don't get poured back into. I'm aware of that. Same thing happens to me from time to time.
You know how it is. Yeah. You know exactly how it is.
And so like I wanted to make sure that I poured back into you because even when I get like I started this as kind of like a joke. Like so I could like troll you. I'm not gonna lie. I started this as a joke so I could like troll you and all the things. But it's actually ended up being pretty cool to be able to go through and like see the things that people want to say to you, see the things that people don't know if you will never see. And that's what makes this so fun. And it's like, yeah, I'm just honored that I'm in a position where I can be like, hey, if he doesn't see this, we are going to make sure he sees this.
Hey, look, salute to you. All right, salute to you. And this is what happens when you start, just hanging around doctors all the time. All right, we got us a doctor on the show, and we got feelings. We bring emotion. Okay, we talk both sides of it, not just when we want to kill you on the field or even in the stands. We even talk about some of the positive impact that happens off the field. All right, shout out to the doc right here, man. Y'all hit the like button for the doctor. Okay, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to her channel on the doctor's channel. All right, and you better join her memberships as well. As you already heard me. All right, links are in here. But shout out to the doctor. All right, Dr. T is in the building. Dr. T is giving all the medicine she's serving. But they said Dr. T is serving tea. Okay, y'all see what she over here doing. Y'all better clock it. All right, y'all know what she on. Respect.
It's just lovely. It's so lovely. So thank you. I hope that you are watching the show or you watched the playback or you saw your comment on the screen. Thank you for putting your comment on there. Anytime anybody has any comments to share for the amazing, phenomenal Arthur Moats, I will screenshot it. We're putting on the screen somehow. I don't care how long it is. I'm going to read it. I don't care if my reading sucks. I am going to read it.
All these words you throw it out of headsets. It's just Arthur. It's just Arthur. Or just little Arthur. Just little guy from Portsmouth, Virginia. 757, little guy. You know what I'm saying? Running around with braids and white tee.
Guy who changed a guy's life 15 years ago. Yeah. Like, give it? No, absolutely not. You're never living that down. So 22%, 15 years. Okay. So there's a couple more super chats to roll down, and then we're going to transition and talk about the Browns. Yes, I have an intro. I'm all about the intros and visuals today, apparently.
Hey, look, you better be a group on the rise. It's December. You know what time we on? Yeah.
I love it. So let's see. Super chat from Justin Gordon 2293. I believe Justin Gordon is responsible for one of the comments we have.
I think for sure is
competitive. He was not having it. He was livid. He was over it. So shout out to you, Justin
the homie,
Gordon.
Man. Good dude, man. Good dude.
He says, "Yo, Moats, is it feasible to get 4 starters out of a draft with a squiggly face?" I don't know what that face actually is, but shout out to you for using it. And can the NFL do NBA style 3-way trades? Clown face. Send 12 to AZ and Pitt. We send necessary picks. Wait, what is he saying? Send clown.
Browns send something to Arizona, and then we would send necessary pick. Where are we trying? I think he's trying to have us trade
the Browns. So the Browns send 12. So 12.
Oh, so Shador, and then we get Shador for Arizona. That's what he's trying to do.
Got it.
Because we want to trade directly with them. Yeah, I see exactly. I like it. Listen, man, I like your style. I like your style, Justin. All right, because that would make me feel so much more happy if I didn't have to see us physically abuse him. Because I just don't want us to physically abuse him, but we got to do it. It's one of them things. It's like. It's like when you watch, New Jack City, my brother's keeper. We got to do what we got to do. All right, I'm sorry. Prom, I'm gonna be happy to see you, Prom. Okay, hope you got the big boy coat on with your accessories with you. All right, but still, it's just I hate it had to be you. All right,
I felt so disrespectful making my preview video. I feel like I'm disrespecting.
It hurts.
I'm loyal, and I'm being so disloyal. And I'm
such a day one primer.
It's so bad. I'm like, we gotta stack them at least 7 times.
I started playing football because of this man, Prom.
Shador.
I wore the 21 jersey with the bandana on my head, man, all my life. And now this is the first game where I really have to be like, all right, God dang it.
Hit him.
All right,
no, I think I literally sent him a video. I was like, And if we have 7 sacks, please, but don't hurt him. Just don't hurt him. Like, do all the things. Don't end his season. Don't hurt him. Don't do anything. But also, get 3 or 4 interceptions.
Even watching him last week versus the Bills, I'm like, yo, make some plays. There we go. Hey, Bills, y'all know, let him score. Bills, y'all know y'all give points anyways, man. Y'all don't push no shut up. Stop this, man. I'm like, but you got to get him a little bit. It's tough. He's
like
tough,
my
man.
baby. I know, and I've never cheered against him. I've never cheered against him. That's ever.
Yeah.
And now
weird,
I'm like,
man.
I mean, this weekend,
this is weird.
And let me just make sure that I'm very clear. Also, the Steelers need to go out there and take care of business, and they need to sack him 15 times. And I hope he has 10 interceptions. Period.
Put the foot off on him. Break the foot off on him. Absolutely.
Period.
Yeah.
But don't hurt him. Like if you sack him, help him up.
TaNeisha, when you said you have never rooted against this man, I'm like, in my life, like never went against the family, man. Like,
and I know everybody is hoping, like, oh great, he's gonna play the Steelers, he's gonna get embarrassed, and listen, yes. Like, guys, when you hit him, can you just lift him, make sure he's okay? Like, make sure you push it back to
TaNeisha, are you ready? I was over here, TaNeisha. I'm like, look, why we can't just have the running backs fumbling the ball and then we'll just, get turnovers that way? You know what I mean? Like he don't got to be the reason why. Maybe he completes the pass and then we force the fumble on the receiver and then we get the ball back that way. That could be the turnover. You know what I mean? We do it that way. You know what I'm saying? Just throw it out there. Just some hypotheticals.
And also Steelers run all over him. Okay, don't show any mercy on my account. Like, obviously, but also if you see him down, just kind of help him up a little bit. Just kind of like give him some words of encouragement. That would be great. So we have one more super chat. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say the other thing is this though. The players aren't going to feel that way because they're a part of his generation. We feel like that because we're older. We've lived the prime moments, the prime movement and all of that. We've seen Shador grow as a pup. The only person that could ever feel probably like how I'm talking is Cam Hayward. And that's if Cam was a primetime fan to that degree, just because he has been out and, seen that kind of growth as well. But those dudes, man, most of them, they're like, yo, I got to get it how I got to get it. And in fact, you want this matchup because, it's a lot of eyes.
Exactly.
As a competitor, you want to play against the Tebows, you want to play against the Manziels, you want to play against the Shadors, whoever is going to have those eyes, the must-see box office guys, because that's how you become a household name. When you get to make plays against that guy, now you become a legend. But if you just, and that's why you hear me. I need competition. I needed to be tough. I needed to be real because nobody cares. Nobody cares if it's a blowout. Nobody cares if the people aren't good enough.
And the competitor in me, right, is obviously like, go demolish. I don't care. Yeah. Like, go do what you got to do and win this game. And then once it's over, just kind of make sure he's okay. That's kind of where
I need him back next week. All right. Yeah. Bad week this week, but I need him back next week.
Yes. Do what you got to do. And I might grimace and close my eyes. And I even think I said in my video, I want this game to be so good that I feel uncomfortable for Shador. And I don't like that I said that, but that's honestly how I feel. And then, so anyways, it'll be interesting. So let me get this other super chat and then we'll talk about the Browns. So, who's this one from? So this one is from,
shout out to Felicia Bella. She down at Lake Charles, Louisiana. Shout out to the boot. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. I know we're playing the clowns. The O-line got to protect Aaron because I don't want the Steelers to be the one that helped Garrett break TJ's record. F that. I respect the hell out of that.
Shout out to Felicia. Absolutely.
Amen. And
now, TaNeisha, it's a lot that goes into this one. You got the Rodgers as the QB, last QB when the record was Brett Favre.
Yeah. Well, hold on a second. Let's transition to talk about the Browns. So here comes my intro.
Let's do it.
And when we come back, we're talking about Browns, Steelers. Don't hurt Shador. Or I guess it's actually Steelers Browns because we're going there. But here we go. And we're back.
Shout out to the doc. All right. Dr. T in the bag. Dr. T putting in that work. Dr. T. Hey. Y'all hit that like button one time for the culture, man. Y'all see that right there. The transition's fine.
And we're back. And if we veer off topic and start talking about something else and we need to come back, I'm going to put this picture up. And we're going to be reset. And we're going to come back and start talking about the Browns. That's how we're going to do it. So if we deviate from the plans, we're going to bounce it back, and we're going to bounce it back. Okay.
Oh, that's hard.
So
shout out to you, man.
So the Browns. And also if you just joined, we're not going live tomorrow for Victory Formation.
Yeah.
So we're doing both shows in one show so that you get everything that you need, because why not?
Because I blame, I'm about to say, because, some of us are just like, we ain't doing nothing for the holidays, all right? Some people just got hard stances. They planted a flag, and it was like, listen, as a man, some people got to go in the crowd. As a man, some people got to respond if you get spit on. And as a man, some people say, I ain't working another holiday this week. I ain't working another holiday this year, all right? Some people just, that's what's going on right now.
Shout out to you. Right? I also need to brag on myself a little bit, because I don't know if everybody saw it. Have you seen in this video that it looks like Aaron Rodgers is looking back at Shador while Shador's holding his wrist up? That is very intentional. And I needed to call it out, okay? I worked very hard.
I like that. TaNeisha, I look at it like, I like your wrist, man. You got that healthy wrist, huh?
Yes.
Hey, all right. Come on now.
I worked very hard to be very intentional about finding that photo so I could get Aaron perfectly looking. It was on purpose. So I just need to circle back around on that. So
and shout out to the HD photos too, man. Them high definitions right there. That wasn't no run of the mill screenshot. That wasn't no, I took this off the iPhone. No. She got them legit ones. I'm like, girl, did you pay for the Getty image? Is that the Associated Press? So when you call over there, go your contact. She's, I got sources. Man. That's off the SIM card, bro.
I needed what I needed. I can't help it. Like, once I have a vision, I'm like, I have to do this. I don't care what time it is. I'm going to find this picture. So anyways, before we get to talking about this, the Browns historically this year, I've been watching them play, because it's no secret I'm a Shador fan. It's no secret that every single snap he has taken this year, I have watched it. And they're just not quite doing much of anything, but the defensive line is getting to quarterbacks when the quarterback allows. Because last week against the Browns, they didn't really allow them. Josh Allen gave himself up. Obviously, that they got the half sack, whatever. But other than that, they were getting the ball out. Quick game. Defensive line couldn't do nothing, and the Bills were running the football very well. And so the game was a little bit, the game was what the game was. But what do you think about this, about what's happening, about the Browns? I just don't know what I really have to say about them, because they haven't really been doing anything consistent at all.
Yeah. They like a young team to me. A team that has talented rookies. You talk Carson Swearinger, you talk Shador, you talk Mason Graham, you talk Harold Fanning. They have talented players, and those players are producing for them. But they're just a young team. I feel like as I watch them, they're capable, and I think that's what you saw early on in that Bills game, right? They marched down the field. Shador leads them down. Man, it's nice, right? The play action pass, the quick game. They're doing things right that you want to see, but the hardest part with younger players, or just with, rosters that are kind of like theirs right now, it's not all the way developed yet. It's probably a year or two away, or another player or two away from having that consistent element. And that's why you see them, even with Shador being out there, it's like, that Bills game was competitive, right? They were going back and forth with them, but you could everybody kind of felt the same of like, it just feels like it's missing something. It doesn't feel like it has enough just yet. And that's the youth element. That's the younger player element. But they do have enough around them that, if you go out there and you turn the ball over, if you go out there and you don't prepare and play with a level of professional respect, that, if you're out there, you're good enough, then they can definitely beat you. That's the Browns, though, because their defense is playing really well. Their defense, man, they are trying to murder you up front. They got a pass rusher that is trying to do something historic. And they play with confidence on that side of the ball. Offensively, they play with a lot more confidence with Shador. But at the same time, it's even with Shador, he makes some good plays, but he's not perfect. Yeah. And even a small miss at this level can lead to a turnover. And that was really the first pick you saw. The misses, instead of it being right shoulder, it was left shoulder. We're talking, this is the difference of a miss in the NFL.
Yeah.
So when we talk these college kids, just know this is what we're seeing as a miss, this window. If ball's on the front shoulder, it's a catch, run. Pick up yardage, great play. Throws on the back shoulder, difficult of a catch, bounces off. Now it's a pick. Now we're looking and saying, yo, how you turn this football over? But that's this team because of, once again, youth. Youth, you're still learning to be that level of consistent. Youth, you're learning that this is the difference between a good play and a bad play, right? Yeah. And those are things that make it really challenging. But to me, man, this is definitely a team that, we should go in there and beat. And I've been saying this every week. I've been saying this past. What, you all right over there? Jeez, you good? I know we got Dave, but you was fired up now. All right.
My mouse is on, because I saw that there's a super chat, and my mouse is on a mouse pad, and it fell off and it hit the thing. So what you saw was the mouse hitting the table. I was like, what? It's never been that loud before, though. I must have hit it and made it fall off the mouse pad.
Okay. I was like, yeah, TaNeisha, man, get fired up then. Get fired up. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing with Shedeur, right? And Shedeur Sanders is a rookie quarterback. No matter what I think about him, he's a rookie quarterback. He holds onto the ball entirely too long sometimes. He doesn't realize how athletic the guys are that are on the field with him sometimes. Lately, everybody's just been putting their hands up and getting in his passing lanes and just doing a lot of things that he has never seen before, because I've watched him play football, and I can tell you, he's never seen the type of competition he's playing right now. He's just never seen it. And so he's going to do a lot of things that you're going to look at him and be like, oh, that was bad. But then he's going to do things where you're going to go, oh, okay, there was a flash. And I just think the Steelers need to be ready for that. He's going to try to scramble. I quite frankly laugh because I think he's slow, which is kind of funny that he is like Coach Prime's son and he's slow. I just think that that's funny. But, that he is who he is. And so I think the Steelers just have to get after him. And I think they have to make him uncomfortable. And I think when he's uncomfortable, the thing about Shedeur that I love, he's poised. And his level of uncomfortable, you're never going to see it. You just have to hope he's uncomfortable, but you're never going to see it. His body language, he's just cool. I think he's cool as a cucumber. And I think that for the Steelers, it's like, we have to score points, because the other thing is too, what we can't do is get into one of those, like, just real tight, like, we've scored 3. Somehow they've managed to score 10. We can't move the football. Like, that is what's concerning me. Like, our offense has to keep going like they're doing. And if we could run the ball, that would be absolutely fantastic also.
But it's a tough defense, man. I was going to say, this Browns defense, though, they do a really good job of keeping a lid on it. And I think that's the other part that makes them a little bit more challenging with Shedeur. It really depends on the turnovers, right? This game kind of got weird because of turnovers early on. If they're not turning the ball over, it feels very different in that Bills first half. But that's because that defense is really good. That's the one thing that I will just continue to say, like, yo, they do a good job on that side of that ball.
Yeah. The other thing too, I want to say, and if this message is for you, this message is for you. I think in the chat, we should show as much discipline as you wish DK would have shown when responding to certain things and certain people. So all that discipline that you wanted DK to show on the field, and all of his behavior and the way that you wanted him to act on the field, if we could do that in the chat, and those of you that are doing it in the chat, kudos to you. Everything and everybody doesn't need to be engaged with. Everybody is not worth your time. Everybody is not worth your energy. So all of that visceral,
I was doing that approach. I'm with you, TaNeisha. You got to get that approach.
Yeah, all that visceral that you're sending to DK over and over and over and over and over, and you want him to change his behavior, you should probably try to change your behavior and try to act like you wanted him to act. Chat, congratulations for those of you that have stayed disciplined. Kudos to you. You're the real MVP. Now, without breaking a sweat,
ignore it.
Exactly. So without breaking a sweat, let me go ahead and get into the super chat that was sent to us by Justin Gordon. So he says, what are we going to do about 44? He's a problem. Yeah. He is a problem.
Harold Fannin, the rookie. Yeah.
The rookie. And he is Shedeur's favorite target.
Yeah.
And I think, and he's a tight end, isn't he?
Yeah, tight end, fullback, H-back.
Is he a hybrid tight end?
Kind of Hayward type, Jonnu Smith type. Like, he's in there. Yeah, how they use him. He's a good player. Absolutely. Shoot, it's funny. It's like, all right, it's Harold Fannin. It's like, cool, man. Before it was David Njoku, right? Yeah. It's like, man, it is what it is. You know what you got to deal with, man. He's a good player, though.
I just thought about that.
Yeah, he's been kind of in and out, but Njoku at the same time plays like Njoku. You know, he could be available to you. You still be like, was he hurt? You know, but he's listed technically as questionable. So that's the thing with Njoku. But Harold Fannin, man, as a young player, has been playing well, though. He can catch the football really well. They use him in multiple ways. Like I said, in the backfield, they will have him lead block at times, but he'll also slip out. And yeah, that's a guy that Shedeur has found some comfort with, especially because of the matchup. Usually he has a favorable matchup. Now this week, I like my guys. I love when PQ's in coverage. I'm not like, hey, I'm like, yo, let's do that. Line it up. Let's go. Peyton Wilson. Let's go. Like, we got guys specifically for those type of athletes, because who do we deal with in the division? Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely. You have to be ready to deal with these unicorn type, you know, athletes. And as I said before, Harold Fannin, it was David Njoku. So we've drafted and we've invested in the position to have people to combat those type of animals right there. I'm just glad that as much as it, you know, it hurt to watch Quinshon Judkins get hurt, I'm just glad that, you know, with him not being out there, that's one less crazily impactful rookie to deal with.
Yeah.
Now they still got another young rookie running back that came right in, and he was playing well also. Was out of Tennessee, Dylan Sampson. I was a fan of him as well, man. He's a good dude. But but you're talking about the other dude too. Yeah, I'm about to say they got a plethora of them, right? Shout out to the young guys. Raheem Sanders, the other guy as well. About to say yes, yep. About to say, and he was out of, was it South Carolina, if I remember correctly? So yeah, they definitely, you know, have that element, but neither of those guys are as explosive to me as Quinshon. Quinshon is that's first round. That's the reason why they drafted him in the first round. Now, the other two dudes are still good though, right? I told you, Dylan Sampson is a good player, man. I liked him. He reminds me of to a degree of Caleb Johnson. Like, honestly, he's that type of back to me, you know, but I thought he had a little bit more of the top end speed just playing in the SEC, watching him last year. But to me, man, neither one of those guys should have the same level of impact as Judkins. Now, because of that, we should be able to put a little bit more of those resources in terms of PQ or our LBs having a little bit more eyes on 44. We should be able to do that now without it killing us per se, as if it would have been, like I said, with 10 out there on top of that, because yeah, you start focusing on this one and now he got you in space, and that's scary. Yeah.
And which side of the offensive line do you think is the weakest for the Browns? Because I know Joe Bitonio is on one end.
Their left tackle is not. Their left tackle to me is very. Yeah, I ain't really feeling him like that. With all due respect to their left tackle, okay. So that's was it Cam Robinson? Yeah, Cam's been in the league for a while too, man. That's probably why I don't really like Cam. All right, but anywho, all right. All right,
it's okay. Hey, we're honest.
Because if we're going to be fully transparent, when we see drafted and where we see drafted, and you think of that season, okay? So that's 2017 Jags. All right, so yeah, if you in the trenches during that time frame, yeah, you just, you know, so that's what it is. But yeah, we ain't feeling that. But yeah, so I'm like, yeah, man, I hope every time I see him get beat for a sack, I'm like, I love it. It gets me going. Yeah, it gets people going. All right, I was a big Greg Russo fan last week. Wifey looking at me like, why are you so hype every time you get beat? Because I hate the guy he's going against. Whoop his ass.
I love that. Yeah, and like shout out to Joe Bitonio. Like Joe Bitonio has been there for
forever too, man.
So long. I feel like we talked about this the first time we played them.
Yes, because you brought it up that I played against him. I was like, I really did. I'm just like, God dang, Joe, you've been out there forever. Long. Yes.
And remember that was the time where they had like a wall.
And I don't feel like, it
was like him and like Alex Mack and Joe Thomas, Joe Bitonio, Joe Thomas, Alex Mack. I can't remember the other guys that were there. But my point is, was it Short? Anyways,
Mitchell Schwartz. Yeah, he was the right tackle. Yep.
Yeah, and then there was the guy, but the other guy, was kind of the guy that they were trying to get right. But either way, I mean, they had like all those records, like the longest play together, like Alex Smith, like never missed. I'm like, oh my God. Yep. So it's interesting to see them now because you're like, who? Yeah. Okay, Joe. Like he's still out there grinding it out. I love that.
Funny thing, I was like, Joe Bitonio, I ain't never had no issues with him. Joe Thomas, big fan of Joe Thomas, like Joe Thomas, man. Joe Thomas, good dude. But I was like, I don't like that Cam Robinson one. Definitely get after that one. get after that one. All right. Yeah. I remember that one. Yeah. And certain ones you would be like, yeah, for him, yeah. Mm-hmm. We paid double for that one.
So the other question I was going to ask you is whenever we play the Browns, so we had this conversation before, but they came to Pittsburgh. Whenever we play the Browns, I feel like we always just come out flat, or it's like it always just kind of, I hate it. I actually hate it. What is it about playing at the Browns? What is it? Is it the travel?
So think about it like this, right? People want to make it we come out flat because they just assume it's the Browns and you're supposed to win 100-0 in the first quarter.
That's fair.
It's a professional team and it's a division team that has the same amount of pride for, every time you hear us talk about Ben has beaten this team how many times, right?
Yeah.
Hey, we win more in their stadium than they do, right? So when you keep hearing that over and over and over and over and over and over, us as a fan base says, oh yeah, as soon as the game starts, it's supposed to be literally 100-0 because it's the Browns.
Okay.
And it's like, dude, they're still a professional team. You still have to butter it up a little bit. And then from there, now you can start getting to what you want to get to. But we just act like, it's just, you're going to come out there and as soon as you line up, they're just going to lay down and it's simple. And it's like, no, man, that's not how it works. So that's that. The other part is this. Sometimes, or a lot of these times, these games are on Thursday nights. We talk about that element, short week. When it's a short week, your body, when you're the road team, it hurts. You're not all the way recovered. And then because of the proximity, we always take the bus. So when it's a Thursday night game and you ride the bus, it's a lot of logistical things that just feel different. Okay. So then when you get into these games and the fans are like, well, hey, man, y'all starting slow. You're this, you're that. And it's like, no, your expectations first off are kind of crazy. It's like, yo, they still got a Myles Garrett over there who we say is Myles Garrett. Is he a good player? Does everybody think Myles Garrett is a good player? He might win the Defensive Player of the Year award this year, right? Yeah. But that's you dealing with that also over there, right? We talk about a Carson Swearinger, man. This is a top end rookie in terms of what he's doing defensively at the linebacker position, man. He is sideline, highly productive cat out of UCLA. In fact, I'm trying to think, man, who. No, he's going actually. I never mind on that. I was about to say I thought he was with Bruno, but Bruno was Washington, but they played against each other. But they have talented dudes over there, man. We talk even Shador. It's like, man, Shador is good. When he comes out the gate, he is going to make them play at a level of competency NFL wise. It's not going to just be, they're fumbling every snap, man. He can't get out of his own way. That's not them. So a lot of times I just feel like the expectations are that they're going to be just a highly incompetent group and just going to come out here and self-destruct. And it's like, no, man, they might end like that in the fourth quarter, but it's rare that a team is just going to out the gate come like that. And especially a team that's playing with pride. And the pride comes from Shador. Shador as the leader of them right now as the starter. He's making sure that they operate with a certain level of professionalism, a certain level of even grace when you hear him speak media-wise. So all of that plays into it. But at the same time, this is still a game that we should win, and we should win comfortably. But once again, what is comfortable in the NFL? Right?
It still gives me anxiety.
What is a 7-point win in the NFL? Think about this, right? A 7-point win is comfortable in the NFL. Is that not? We looked at the 7-point spread that the Lions had coming against the Steelers, and we was like, dang, that's kind of crazy. But at the same time, we kind of get it. But 7 was like, whoa. So we're saying 7 points, and that was Lions versus Steelers. You see me? It's like 7 points.
Do we know what it is for this game?
Let's see real quick. Actually, let's check that.
Justin, we did get your super chat. We did talk about it. We're a fan of Shador. We're okay with that. And the 4 starters from the draft, it's possible. I mean,
it's 3.5. We're 3.5-point favorites. It's not a crazy spread. You feel me? 3.5 points. That's all. 3.5 points, TaNeisha. So if we win by 5 points, that means that we really got after it, right?
Yeah.
7 points. You see what I mean? Like, but once again, but the mindset. But what's the mindset? The mindset is already set up as when I said 7, you said that makes me nervous. 7 makes you nervous, and the spread is 3.5, and we're the road team. 3.5. Like, this isn't oh man, you're 3 scores better than anybody at this level, man. That isn't this level, man.
I think that's fair. It's also hard sometimes to quantify what you're actually saying and feeling, because at the end, and you say this all the time, at the end of the day, It is another NFL team. They are also in the exact same league. So yes. And I think sometimes though, the way that I think maybe it's like that like you just want it to not be close.
Oh,
like
no,
you
facts,
want it to not be. And so so when it's not, you're like, why is this not close?
Yeah.
But for me, I just need to see some consistency.
Mm-hmm.
I need to see that's my biggest thing. Like I need to feel like we are continuing to move forward because to me, our goal is bigger than the Browns. I think everybody would agree to that. Our goal is bigger than them. They are just in the way right now for our goal. Because for us,
they can have a nice part of the story though this weekend. They can have a feature part where we get the hat and the t-shirt. They could be the ones in the background, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, y'all can be in the background. We don't mind y'all having the background. Yeah, that's the goal.
Like we have different goals. And so that's where I think too, for me, it like makes me a little tight, but I know for you, you're kind of like, no, it's game time. Like this is the moment. This is this is it. And so, I mean, as fans, I feel like sometimes like we don't know how to really feel. So we're just like, just beat them up bad, please. Thank you.
And we wanted to be so quick because we don't want to ever feel uncomfortable. And that's the other part of it, right? We want to feel like, hey, man, if we're going to win by 4, well, we need to be up 4-zip as soon as the game starts, and it never gets closer than 4. And it's like, bro, you can win by 4 and you could be down by 12 with 2 minutes left in this game. Like, that's the reality of it. You look at that Bills-Browns game. You look at what the score was down the stretch.
Yeah.
They won, They still could have put 30 up, But would you see what the final score was? It's like, okay. Yeah. And that's the part of this level. It's like, yo, everybody is good enough. We talked about Shedeur, right? We talked about all the stuff that he did at Colorado. And then we talked about how Mel Kiper, right? One of the draft gurus, right? The history of it and how he was going like, yo, this is a first round talent.
For him, yeah.
So once again, even the experts look at this kid and say, yo, talent is there. So we got to understand that coming into this game, man, they got players that are good. They got players that could come here and compete with us. They could come here on our roster and be like, yo, he'll be competing for a starting spot. He'll be competing for a starting spot. He would make that guy sit down. That's every team, man. Y'all don't think Myles Garrett would be able to start for the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like
just walk into the door and we'll figure it out. Like,
you catch what I'm saying? Yeah. Like a healthy Quinshawn Junkins. You don't think he could play for a healthy Quin? You don't think we don't have no room for Quinshawn?
Love that.
Like, come on now.
Yeah, we might have room for Joe Batonio.
You don't think Joe could come play for us? Joe, you positional flexibility, baby. Hey. Yeah. About 6-7 weeks ago, I could have asked y'all, would y'all have been interested in Cam Robinson left tackle? All right, some of y'all might have been like, hey, Moats, hey, man, I know you might not like him, but we ain't say that, all right? I get it, okay? They got players. They got talent. But the beautiful part is we got talent as well, and we got guys that are playing hot and playing at the right time, and this is what you want. I prefer it like this, and this is the beautiful part about the NFL. Is it easy? Heck no. And when you drop games versus teams record-wise that don't reflect the same level of consistency, it does make it look crazy because you're like, well, how, why? It doesn't make sense. But that's the parity part of it, and that's the NFL. It's like everybody is so good and is so close, but at the same time, certain teams do begin to separate because of the consistency. But even when you're looking at a Bears team and how dominant they've been record-wise, you look at how they're winning and how many one score right at the end, one play be the difference. That's this level. That's this. Chiefs, last year, how many one-score games they won? This year, how many one-score games have they lost? Right? That's this level. And that's the part that you never know when it's going to start to click and when people are going to start to have that thing rolling. Heck, us. Bills 3 weeks ago, right? We're living it. 3 weeks ago, the Browns were looking at us like, yo, that might be something sweet we can add at the end of the season right there. Baltimore was like, hey, bro, I think we got us fired right here. We'd have caught them. It's time. Now they're looking at us like, hey, bro, they about to have a hat and t-shirt after this time. Oh, man, how we get here? Like, everybody is capable. It's like, yo, did you get high at the right time? Are you clicking? Is your coaching staff hitting? Are you healthy? And all of those things are in our favor right now. And that's why even with us talking positively about the Browns, even with us highlighting some of their players, you still will hear me say with confidence and conviction, this is a game that the Steelers will and have to do. They have to win this. Like, there aren't excuses. You have to win these games, man. If you want to be the team that we say that you are, that we believe, or at least that I believe they are, these are the games you continue to win. These are the games that you show up in. It's not easy. It's going to be hostile. You're going to hit them beating whatever the heck that trash can gate rattle thing is every time.
They're starting to wear bags over their heads already too.
Yeah, but it's going to be ruckus. Most
fired up.
Yes, they and listen, they don't want to do anything more than mess our Christmas up. And how can they do that if they beat us? If Myles Garrett gets the sack record, let alone if they're able to hurt one of our guys. Any of that, and not intentionally hurt, but in the sense of, if they get a big sack and Rodgers gets up and it's janked up and it's like, now your season jacked up on top of that, even better. That's how the energy is going to be. You know what this is.
Yep.
But you love it like that. Come on, man, because ain't nothing better than whooping somebody right after Christmas. Oh, man. Dashing through the snow, punching you in the face. We go whip your tail. Hat and turkey. Hey, give me the hat t-shirt, man. Come on, man. Come on. Oh, man, I need all that, man. Oh, I need all of it. Absolutely. But that's how it's going to be. That's the end.
That's hilarious. Tom, really, in the comment section? Is that what we're doing today? So, and no, I can't put that on the screen.
Shout out to Tom.
But I do see the comment. The other thing is too, and we're going to end this live and probably in about 5 minutes. So if you have any questions, comments, or anything that is not comments like Tom has just written in the comments section.
Shout out to Tom. Tom, I'm with you, Tom. That's what needs it. Right after, ain't nothing like that after the holiday. Right after Christmas.
Are you really encouraging that?
He said, he want for Christmas is what? Really? I'm with you. All right. Okay. I'm with you. We're gonna take the bus. Take the bus. We're gonna import that thing. All right. Let's import it. Let's go. Mm-hmm. We ain't not import-export business this weekend. Oh, yeah, I like when we get travel a little bit.
Friends, we might actually end this a little bit early. Our resident NFL star has gone off the rails, so we might have to end this a little early. He's gone off the rails. We gotta wheel it back in. And
we have fun.
And no, I'm not putting your comment. I'm not putting your chat on the screen either, Flowtron. Okay, it's staying in the comment section. So if anybody has somebody, okay.
Y'all are funny, yo. Y'all are funny. This
is actually funny, and I like funny comments. This is funny. I say cover 2. It's a little. You know what?
Yeah, Coach T is a big cover 2 guy. Coach T loves cover 2. Loves cover 2. All right. I
respect it.
It's a staple.
So, yeah, golly, this chat.
Big cover 2 guy, you say. Big cover 2 guy.
So we have a super chat. So thank you, Young. I'm not saying that.
Oh, Young.
I'm not saying that out loud.
Young Papi Bonito.
I'm not saying that out loud. So Merry Christmas to you as well. So thank you for that.
It is funny too, because I can get it from your side where you be like, I'm not saying that. I'm gonna be like, oh, that's the homie, Papi Bonito.
Yeah.
You say, I'm not calling that. Not happening.
Next thing I know, somebody will be like, ooh, I kind of like the way you
see it, right? You see it.
So we'll let that go.
So Justin Gordon. No, TaNeisha, I feel some type of way now. What you mean? Somebody might be like, they like how you said it. Young Papi Bonito. You don't like how I say your name? You don't like when I say Young? I
don't think you
Bonito?
saying it doesn't.
It don't hit the same way. Young Papi Bonito.
You saying it doesn't hit the same.
It don't hit when I say.
It's kind of like if I was to say like, yeah, and I think he's hard in the pants. You'd be like, the fuck you get that from? Like, what are you talking about? Who's hard in the pants? Why are you talking about somebody being hard in the pants? Like, what
are you saying? What are you saying? Yep.
So that's why. Justin Gordon's so he sent his super chat, and then we talked about it a little bit.
So he was actually asking like the logistical question of is this allowed?
Asking, is it allowed?
So the answer is no. It is not allowed to do it. I mean, in terms of the theory of it, I would love that theory, but no, it is not allowed to happen. The prime example of that was Brock Osweiler. When he initially left from the Denver Broncos, he went to the Houston Texans, and they were trying to do a situation where I want to say they were going to try to trade him. It was like Texans, Broncos, and they wanted to send Broncos, Texans, Browns. But the way that they were trying to do it logistically, I forgot what it was about it that they were like, yo, this isn't going to be allowed, or however they were trying to word it. But that was a big part of it. And then I forgot logistics. It's like you have to wait X amount of time, though, when you make a move and you're going to sign somebody, because that's the NBA's whole sign and trade thing. I mean, it's been another team. It was, I think the Saints also tried to get involved in a sign and trade situation like that. And it's just like the NFL doesn't want that type of movement amongst the players. I don't necessarily know why, outside of just trying to control the market. But to me, I don't have an issue with it. But that was definitely, I just remember with Osweiler specifically, that was one of the things that was brought up with them trying to do the whole like, yo, let's move him, sign him to the contract. But if you don't have the money on your salary cap, that was why they were trying to do it. And that's what it was. It was trying to finagle the salary cap. And that was one of the big reasons why they brought it up. Yeah.
And I think the reason why the NFL doesn't do it is because I think there's just too many players. I think there's too many. I think the NBA, what is it, 15-man rosters?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think the NFL just has too many players to worry about how many teams they're going to and who's going. I mean, that could get a little bit. That could get a little bit.
NFL and the NFL has definitely had a crazy uptick in trades. I literally I know for a fact, doing the data on this back in 2012, there were maybe 30 trades in a span of like 20 years. Now you talk about how frequently players are getting moved, how frequently guys, it's nothing to see 4 and 5 trades at the deadline, right? Massive mega trades. It's like, yo, people are getting moved. Like, yo, this is crazy. That's, has definitely continued to have an uptick. So all of that definitely, has had the NFL having to be a lot more intentional about that stuff. So I'm sure they have, some hard rules for, why they do what they do. But yeah, it's just, the world we're living in right now, man.
Yeah. Awesome. Any other questions before we end? Somebody said something that you should do, and I thought it was actually really cool.
Okay.
I think it was Josiah.
Usually they tell me to shut up. They be like, yo, you need to shut up, Mo. You be talking too much. Why you always talking all that positivity about the squad and all about Coach T and all them folk, man? We ain't got time to be hearing all that, man.
He said, I got a segment for you, Moats. Call it Moat Evaded.
Motivation, baby. Come on now. Hey.
I love that.
Shout out,
we just
man.
got a super chat that says, will the Steelers rest their players if the Ravens lose?
I mean, you treat it like a preseason game. If that's the case, you're going to have them out there to a certain degree. Certain players you care more about, others not. And you're going to have the debate all week. Hey, all right, do you rest these guys? Do you play these guys? Man, do you rather have health or you rather have rhythm? The whole debate, song and dance. But it's personal preference. Coach Tomlin, from my understanding, he golden tickets certain players. So a guy like Aaron Rodgers, you might play a quarter, or you might not play at all. Right? It's only going to be a handful of those guys because you do have to have a fine balance. But there are certain players that you say, I don't care about your rhythm. I care about your availability.
Right.
And that's, the dilemma with that. But you can't get to that until you take care of business this week. And you prefer to take care of business this week via win versus it being we lose, Ravens lose, and then we get it kind of like the backdoor, cover. It's like, you did it, but did you really? So, yeah.
And then this is probably because I said a cuss word. PhD degrees don't require any language courses. Well, to get your PhD, no. But to get my other degrees, yes, there was a language component to get my other degrees. Not my PhD. I got those degrees a long time ago, so I can say whatever I want. I'm a grown woman.
Talk your talk, talk your talk.
Yeah. So I'm going to talk how I want to talk. And if you don't like the things that come out of my mouth, try to work to fix it. Anyways, I am going to end this live. Is there anything that you want to end on? Anything that you want to say? And actually, I'll go, and then you can go after me. I don't really have anything. I just want to say, I want to say, this is the holiday season. Remember that everybody doesn't have a positive and lovely experience during the holiday season. So if you have it in your heart, show a little bit of grace, show a little bit of compassion, show a little bit of love, lead with love this holiday season, because a lot of people need that. Yeah, a lot of people need that this time of the year. And also, don't forget that we are first in the AFC North. Don't let anybody tell you that this team is not good enough. Don't let anybody tell you that Coach Tomlin is not good enough. And don't let anybody ever tell you what you should think and feel about your team. That's all I have.
You heard it. You heard it. I'm going to just say, it's okay to be happy with winning, baby. It's okay to be happy that man got 200 career wins, baby. It's okay to be happy that he got 192 regular season wins and he's officially top 10 all-time career regular season wins amongst any head coach in the NFL level. It's okay to be happy that your team is once again still in first place 16 weeks into the NFL season. It's okay that, we got what some people feel like, are terrible coaches, but yet and still they find ways to outcoach the coaches that everybody says are great coaches. So with all that, man, enjoy yourself, enjoy this Black and Gold, and Merry Christmas. All right.
We have another super chat that kind of takes us out.
out.
And oops, that's not it. So it is from James, and James says, wishing everyone a happy holiday and a Merry Christmas. Much appreciate Dr. T and Moats. Peace. You are very welcome, and I hope everybody has a great day. Stay tuned. You're going to see Arthur Moats' exit at the very end of this because he's fantastic. And before I sign off, I just want to say be careful and don't get too hard in the pants. Bye. Okay. You see that improvement? We got to improve perimeter. You see these borders improved? You see? He's improving. He's a starter. He's a starter, folks, for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You're funny.